All hand luggage that cannot be securely stowed in the overhead compartment or under the seat in front of you will need to be checked in now. Thank you.
規定のサイズを超えるお手荷物は貨物室でお預かりすることとなります。
This is your captain speaking. My name is Casper Liu, and on behalf of Singapore Airlines, my crew welcome aboard our flight bound for Tokyo, Narita, and then onwards to Singapore. Trust that you're comfortably settling down nicely in your seats. We should be departing shortly after this announcement. We just have one more passenger to board and we'll be closing our doors. We've already got our air traffic clearance a few minutes ago, so hopefully we can push back a little bit earlier. It saves us also a bit of time. With me on the flight deck, Captain Bui and Senior First Officer Louis. Looking after you in the cabin, some of our young, talented and capable cabin crew under in-flight supervisor Henry, who I'm sure will take very good care of you. You're going to enjoy his kind hospitality for the next 10 hours and 25 minutes of flight time. That's 1025. And today's weather for flying is nice. It's a hot day out there, so as we take off towards the Pacific Ocean, you'll be able to get a nice view of the coast. And we're going to head northwesterly once we are out at the Pacific Ocean. Just stay a few hundred miles off the Pacific Northwest, going up towards Alaska. And we should be crossing the international deadline about 5 hours 45 minutes into the flight. And then from there we'll be basically heading southwesterly, just off the Russian maritime and towards Japan. En route weather is nice, the winds are light. We're going to start off at 32,000 feet and then work our way up to possibly 36 or even 38,000 feet before top descent. And the weather forecast for Japan, Tokyo is nice. It's going to be about 22, 23 degrees with some medium to high level clouds. It's a nice day there. Cruise vision is going to be turned on shortly after we get airborne. You should be able to follow the progress of the flight if you wish to do so. If not, you can amuse yourself with the in-flight entertainment system. This being early month of September, we've got a new cycle of movies and video games for you to enjoy. And just before the top of descent, later on, I will come back to you the latest arrival information, weather conditions for Tokyo Narita. Some housekeeping details. Please obey the seatbelt signs if it does come on during the course of the flight. The winds today are pretty light, so should be nice and smooth, but occasionally we may get some unexpected bumpy weather. We'll do our best to make it nice and smooth for you. And it's going to be a daylight flight all the way, so those of you who are seated by the windows, if you're going to have a little sleep later on after the service, do us a favor, just pull down the window shades for us. Other than that, invite you to sit back, relax, enjoy yourselves. Thank you for choosing to fly with Singapore Airlines.
Departure, mobile phones and other portable electronic devices can cause interference with our aircraft navigational systems. They must now be switched off. You're also reminded that smoking is not permitted at all times whilst in the aircraft. Thank you.
機器のご使用は飛行機の計器に障害を与える恐れがございます。どうぞ電源をお切りください。詳細は機内紙シルバークリスをご参照ください。また機内での喫煙は禁じられております。
Gentlemen, I'm Maria, your leading stewardess. Welcome aboard Singapore Airlines Flight SQ11 to Tokyo and Singapore. We're pleased to be carrying passengers of our Star Alliance partner and our codeshare partner. Our Crisworld entertainment system will soon be available. The program listing can be found in the Crisworld magazine in your seat pocket. For safety reasons, headsets are not to be used until after takeoff. Health tips are available in the travel health card which can be found in your seat pocket. We would like to wish you a pleasant flight.
Automatic and cross-check. Ladies and gentlemen, it is important that you give your attention to the safety video which will now be shown.
ただいまより非常用設備のご案内をいたします。前方のスクリーンをご覧くださいませ。皆様、こんにちは。シンガポール航空 SQ11 便、成田経由失礼いたしました。成田経由シンガポール行きをご利用くださいましてありがとうございます。成田までの飛行時間は10時間25分を予定いたしております。エンターテインメントシステムクリスワールドは離陸後に開始いたします。詳しいプログラムはシートポケットのご案内をご覧ください。なお、安全上の理由により、イヤホンは離陸してからお使いくださいますようご協力をお願い申し上げます。機内でのリラックス方法を紹介した案内書もございますので、快適な空の旅にお役立てください。この便の機長は、キャプテンキャスパー。客室責任者はミスターヘンリー・リー。 日本人乗務員は2階席ビジネスクラス伊藤、機内中央部秋田、そして後方は私平でございます。ご用の際にはお気軽にお声をかけくださいませ。
A reminder to ensure that your seat belt is securely fastened and your window shades are up. Thank you.
失礼いたしました。まもなく離陸いたします。座席ベルトをもう一度お確かめくださいませ。また窓のシェードは上まで上げてくださいますようお願いいたします。
Gentlemen, the seatbelt sign is now switched off. For your safety, always keep your seatbelt fastened. If you are using a blanket, do fasten your seatbelt over your blanket. Duty-free shoppers request coupons to buy an item. For passengers who are in transit in Tokyo and continuing on to another destination by air, do note that liquid, aerosol and gel items purchased on board will not be permitted past the baggage security screening point. As such, you are advised to purchase such items only in the last sector of your travel. Chris Shop is having a joint promotion with Johnny Walker. Passengers who purchase Johnny Walker items will stand to win a pair of tickets to the Formula One Singapore Grand Prix night race. For more details, please refer to the promotional insert in your seat pocket. Thank you.
皆様、ベルト着用の際は消えましたが、飛行機は急に揺れることもございます。お座りの間は座席ベルトをそのままお締めください。毛布をご利用のお客様は毛布の上からベルトをお締めくださいませ。また、この便では免税品の販売を行っております。商品につきましてはシートポケットのカタログをご覧ください。成田より国際線にてさらにお乗り継ぎのお客様、機内でお買い上げいただいたお酒などの液体類やジェル類、クリーム類は乗り継ぎ便にはお持ち込みになれませんのでご注意ください。
Please return to your seat and fasten your seat belt. For your own safety, toilets should not be used at this time. Parents, please carry infants out from the bassinet. They should be secured with infant seat belts or in child safety seats. Thank you.
飛行機はこの先、キルのあるところを通過してまいります。どうぞお席にお戻りになり、シートベルトをしっかりとお締めください。また皆様の安全のため、この間の化粧室のご使用はご遠慮ください。ベビーベッドをご使用中のお客様、お子様をベッドから抱き上げ、シートベルトをお締めください。
Turbulence, please return to your seats and fasten your seat belts. For your safety, toilets should not be used at this time. Parents, please carry infants out from the bassinet. They should be secured with infant seat belts or in child safety seats. Thank you.
この飛行機は再び気流が悪いところを通過いたします。どなた様もお座席にお戻りになり、座席ベルトをお締めくださいませ。またこの間の化粧室のご使用はお控えください。ベビーベッドをご使用中のお客様はお子様をベッドから抱き上げ、シートベルトをお締めください。
Captain here, just an update of the flight situation. We're at 38,000 feet and in Japanese airspace. We should be commencing our descent in the next 15 minutes. So now be a good time to head to the restroom and freshen yourselves up for the arrival into Tokyo Narita. Weather-wise on the descent, well, it's just cloudy at the high level to the medium level and scattered clouds around the airport. Barring any traffic delays, we should be landing at 20 minutes past 5 in the evening. That's Japan local time. If you like to set your watches, it is exactly 4:41 and we should be landing at 5:20. Have you at the gate a few minutes later, which puts us a good 45 minutes ahead of schedule. And the latest weather for Tokyo is nice, light easterly breeze, good visibility, scattered clouds, temperature pleasant 23 degrees Celsius. That's 23 degrees Celsius. On behalf of Singapore Airlines, my crew, thank you for flying with us. We wish you a pleasant evening in Tokyo or a pleasant onward journey. Cabin crew, please prepare for arrival. Thank you.
ご案内申し上げます。この飛行機はこれより徐々に高度を下げ始め、着陸態勢と入ってまいります。ご参考までに、日本とロサンゼルスの間には16時間の時差があり、ただいまの日本の時刻は午後4時46分。また皆様の成田到着予定時刻は午後5時20分を予定いたしております。到着地の天候は晴れ、気温は23度でございます。
Gentlemen, as we're landing shortly, please ensure that your hand luggage is stowed in the overhead compartment or under the seat in front of you. We will be turning off Crispo and the in-seat power supply. Do remember to save your work. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, before our arrival into Tokyo, all passengers must complete a customs declaration form. Foreign visitors must also complete a disembarkation card and will be required at immigration control to be fingerprinted and photographed. If you have unaccompanied baggage or duty-free items in excess of the allowance, please indicate this in your customs declaration form. Passengers who have recently traveled to Africa, South America and Vietnam must also complete a health quarantine questionnaire. Thank you.
様に日本帰国に際して必要な書類についてご案内いたします。税関申告書は皆様必ずご記入ください。なお、ご家族でご旅行のお客様は代表の方が必ずご記入ください。別荘品のあるお客様はこの申告用紙が2枚必要です。この飛行機は間もなく着陸いたします。お座席は、失礼いたしました。お荷物は座席の上の物入れにお納めください。また、ただいまをもちましてクリスワールドを終了させていただきます。コンピューター専用のコンセントをご利用のお客様、まもなく電源を切りますので、文章を保存し、プラグを抜いてください。
Gentlemen, please return to your seat, put your seat back upright, and fasten your seat belt. Secure your tray table, footrest, and handset. Make sure your window shades are drawn up. All electronic devices must now be switched off. You are also reminded that all mobile phones must remain switched off at all times. As a safety requirement, please also note where the emergency exits are located. Thank you.
まもなく着陸いたします。シートベルトをしっかりとお締めください。座席のリクライニングとテーブル、お足元のフットレスト、並びにテレビのコントローラーを元の位置にお戻しください。窓のシェードは上まで上げてくださいますようお願いいたします。この先はすべての電気電子機器類の電源をお切りください。携帯電話のご使用は飛行機をお降りになるまでお控えくださいませ。着陸前にお近くの非常口の位置をご確認ください。
Make sure your seat belts are securely fastened for landing. Thank you.
着陸いたします。座席ベルトをもう一度お確かめくださいませ。
The captain here, just an update of the situation. We just broke off the approach because air traffic told us there's some debris on the runway, so they've closed the runway for a quick inspection. Meantime, they're just taking us out over the ocean to slot us in again. So just give them about 5 to 8 minutes. It should be a quick one, and then we'll be landing. Sorry for the delays. Thank you for your patience.
ただいま成田国際空港滑走路確認作業を行っておりますため、しばらくこちらで5分ほど待機いたします。着陸までしばらくかかりますが、お待ちくださいませ。
Runway inspection is over, and they're going to open the runway in about 3 minutes. So we'll be coming around again for another landing. Thanks.
ただいま成田国際空港滑走路使用が再開いたしました。これよりこの飛行機は着陸いたします。お締め置きのシートベルトをもう一度お確かめくださいませ。
Yes, thank you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. The local time is 5:30 in the evening on Friday, the 4th of September. The temperature is 25 degrees Celsius, 77 degrees Fahrenheit. You are required to remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign is switched off, and ensure that your mobile phone and other portable electronic devices remain off at all times in the aircraft, even when doors are opened. Do remember to remove your personal belongings from your seat pocket and take care when opening the overhead compartments. If you need assistance at the airport, please approach our ground staff after disembarkation. Our transit stop will be about 1 hour and 30 minutes. Transit passengers must disembark. You are required to take your boarding pass, travel documents and valuables with you. Do not leave them on your seat, inside your seat pocket or in the overhead compartments. Please return to your allocated seat when you reboard the aircraft. For passengers continuing on to Singapore, a new set of crew will be joining you. We've enjoyed serving you on this flight and wish you a safe onward journey. Thank you for flying Singapore Airlines, a member of Star Alliance.
成田国際